What company wrote, "Don't take a curve at 60 per, we hate to lose a customer"? You'll find out when one of these three contestants wins the chance to drive home in this brand new Pontiac 6000 STE in just a split second. And now, here's the star of our show, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome to our show. Thank you. Incidentally, that little poem at the beginning was one of the many Burma Shave signs. Remember, you used to drive down the highways and the Burma Shave sign would give you all these funny little poems. One of them that I remember that I liked very much was, "Past schoolhouses, take it slow, let the little shavers grow." Burma Shave. Well, of course, they wanted their customers, but they used to have some great ones, too. I like the Burma Shave signs. Did you like the Burma Shave signs?
Oh, very much, Monty.
Very good. I want you to meet our three new players because on our last program we had another champion and picked another car, and we've given out more cars than General Motors has this year. I want you to meet our contestant, Sandy Hoyt. Let's meet them.
Well, Monty, first, a lady who, when it was safe to do so in those days, hitchhiked across Europe and the USA, Ellen Deschênes. Next, an environmental hygienist who is a brand new father. He is Steve Sherman. And on your right, a designer of Lucite products who also teaches English to foreign students, Claudette Hart.
Well, we'd like to meet our contestants before we start the show and have a few words with Ellen and Steve before round number one. Ellen, Sandy mentioned that you hitchhiked across Europe, did you say, and the United States?
Yes.
You know, in the old days, that was rather fashionable to do, but over the past decade or so, they've warned people not to hitchhike because it's so dangerous. Did you have any trouble at all?
I didn't run into any trouble at all. I think I was very lucky, and I was also very young and naive and trusting, but I certainly wouldn't recommend it for anyone nowadays.
No. It must have been exciting, though, huh?
It was great.
Maybe later on, if you stay on as a champion, you'll tell us some of your memorable moments, okay?
Sure.
That's Ellen. Now, Steve, what do we hear about you at the beginning?
New father.
Oh, how exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's good. What do you call the little one?
He's Elliot J.
Elliot J. Nice.
And he's home because I thought he would not cooperate too well as a studio audience person.
No, you know, it's never failed that any time I've had a baby in the audience, they let me know they're there. Never a quiet baby in the studio, and it can be distracting. I mean, especially when he throws you the right answers.
Exactly.
But Steve, you must be very proud, right?
I have.
Good. Claudette, we'll meet you a little later on in the program. Let me explain how split second works. As you know, every question comes with three answers, and you're required, each of you, to answer just one per customer, right? Now, what happens then is that you score $10 if each of you answer part of the question. You score $25 if only two of you come up with part of the answers, and $50 if only one of you comes up with an answer to the question. And that's how you race away from your competitors. Second round, we double the stakes, and so on. We go right down to a countdown round, which is an exciting finish to the show, and then one of you goes for that automobile. And we've been really giving them away lately. So good luck to all three of you. Poise your fingers, ready to buzz in. The first person to buzz in, of course, will get the first answer. But if you buzz in before the whole question appears, you'll be locked out, so be careful. Here we go. The hit TV show Saturday Night Live has been a stepping stone to fame and fortune for a number of talented people. Here are facts about three of them. Pick one and name that Saturday Night Live star. Look at the screen. Belushi's Blues Brothers, star of the movie Fletch, and star of TV's Kate and Allie. Ellen, you're in first.
Belushi's Blues brother is Dan Aykroyd.
That's right. Steve?
Fletch is Chevy Chase.
Good. You got it in time. Claudette?
Oh, I don't know.
The star of TV's Kate and Allie is Jane Curtin. And so you don't score any points on that one, but Ellen and Steve do. They get $10 apiece. Steve, pretty soon you'll be spieling off little nursery rhymes to your new one, so this should be a good question for you. Think back to your nursery rhyme days and name the characters who fit these bits of information. Look at the screen. Born on Monday, buried on Sunday. Another one is met a pieman on the way to a fair and went to see buckles on his knee. Ellen.
Met a pieman on way to a fair was little...
No, too late. Steve.
My son will be embarrassed, but I draw a blank.
You know, I know the answers to these, Steve. Come on, Claudette.
Simon. Simple Simon met a pieman.
Yes, he did. And born on Monday, buried on Sunday. That's the story of Solomon Grundy. And went to see, buckles on his knee, Bobby Schefter went to see. So only Claudette scores, and Claudette gets the full $50. You better learn these things, Steve. As a matter of fact, if your child was in the audience, he'd have yelled that one out to you. I'm going to give you 3 song hits from Broadway musicals. Pick one and tell me what Broadway musical it comes from. Look at the screen. They are Aquarius, Memories, and Send in the Clowns. Ellen.
Aquarius is hair.
Good. Steve.
Memories, chorus line.
No, I'm sorry. Claudette.
Oh, God. Memories, Barbara Streisand.
Cats. Memories from Cats, and Send in the Clowns, the great song from A Little Night Music by Stephen Sondheim. Now we take a look and see there's only Ellen scored there, and she gets $50 and takes over the lead. I'll turn to sports now. In hockey, you can take a player out of a game and put him back as often as you wish. I'll name 3 different sports. Pick one and answer yes or no if players can be replaced as often as possible. Look at the screen. They are baseball and basketball and football. Ellen.
Basketball, yes.
Yes, you can substitute players in and out as much as you like. Claudette.
Football, yes.
That's right. And baseball?
No.
That's right, Steve. You take a guy out in baseball, he just can't come back in the game. You each get $10. Neil Simon has been said to have Simonized Broadway with his many hit plays. I'll give you the first part of the title of 3 of his plays. Pick one and complete the title. Look at the screen. Brighton something, The Last of the End, Biloxi something. Claudette. You're in first.
Brighton Beach.
Brighton Beach what? I'm sorry. Ellen?
The Last of the Red Hot Lovers.
That's right. And Steve?
Brighton Beach Memoirs.
That's right. And the other one was Biloxi Blues. So Ellen and Steve get $25 each. Let's take a look at the score. Ellen has $110. Steve and Claudette each have $60. I'll give you the names of 3 foreign-made automobiles. Pick one and tell me its country of original manufacture. Look at the screen. The Alfa Romeo, the Peugeot, and the Bentley. Not a bad trio of cars to drive. Ellen.
Alfa Romeo, Italy.
Correct. Claudette.
Peugeot, France.
Correct. Steve.
Bentley, England.
All 3 of you right. All 3 of you drive away in beautiful automobiles. Lorenzo Lamas, the well-known actor, is the son of actress Arlene Dahl. I'll give you the names of 3 other well-known actors who have famous moms. Tell me who their moms are. Look at the screen. Larry Hagman, Desi Arnaz, Sean Cassidy, and Ellen, you're in first.
Desi Arnaz is Lucille Ball.
Correct. Steve.
Larry Hagman is
Claudette. No answer. Larry Hagman is the son of Mary Martin, the famous Mary Martin of South Pacific, Peter Pan, all those great, great hits. And Sean Cassidy is the son of Shirley Jones and Jack Cassidy. All right, now we take a look, and only Ellen scores $50. We're going now to a fabric store. Now, we went to the fabric store in the days before synthetics. You'd buy 3 specific kinds of material. I want you to name what each fabric that you see is made from. Look at the screen. What is tweed made from? Linen, gingham. Claudette.
Tweed was made from wool.
Correct. Ellen.
Linen is made from, it's a plant material.
A plant material? No, that doesn't do it. Steve?
No.
a linen cotton.
Linen is from flax. Gingham is from cotton. Claudette, I think you got it all to yourself, and you get $50, and that puts you in second position. At the end of the first round, Ellen has $170. She's in the lead. Claudette is second with 120. Steve trails with 70. You can make that comeback in the second round when we double our stakes in just a minute. We'd like to talk to our contestants, find out something about them. Claudette, you teach English to foreign students?
Yes.
Is it an interesting job? You get all kinds of different foreign languages coming to you.
From everywhere. Yes, it's great fun.
English, I understand from foreign people, is a very difficult language to learn.
Yes. How many words do you have that end in UGH?
I don't know. There must be enough.
There are many.
You
And
should
then-
have said, enough UGH. That was, well, never mind. Listen, I want to tell you a story. When I moved from Canada to the United States as a young man and resided in Mount Vernon, New York, the first card I got in the mail was from the U.S. Immigration. It says, "Dear alien," it says, "classes in English will be taught at Mount Vernon High School on Tuesdays." What could I do? I went.
It worked.
And that's
That was-
why I learned to talk like this.
English with an American accent.
English with an
right?
American accent.
Yes.
No, I still betray myself from time to time. We'll find out more about Claudette and Steve and Ellen as the show goes along. We go into our second round. We double the stakes now. 3 of you come up with an answer, $20 each. 2 of you come up with an answer, $50. 1 of you comes up with an answer, it's $100. Steve, this is your opportunity to come back from third position here. Some years ago, singing sisters were all the rage. Let's see if you remember them. I'll give you their first names, you give me their last name, which was the name of the singing group. Look at the screen. There's Dorothy and Phyllis and Christine. You people at home, how about Patty, Laverne and Maxine and Diane, Peggy, Kathy, Janet? All right, Claudette.
Patty, Laverne, and Maxine were the Andrews sisters.
Yes, and great, great stars during World War II. Steve.
Diane, Peggy, Kathy, Janet,
Oh, I know it's on the tip of your tongue. Ellen?
Diane, Peggy, Kathy, and Janet were the Lennon sisters.
The Lennon sisters, right. And the others, Dorothy, Phyllis, and Christine, the McGuire sisters, who incidentally are making a comeback. I saw them at a show not too long ago, and after 20 years, they're making a comeback, and they look terrific and sound terrific. So we take a look at Claudette and Ellen, give them $50 apiece, and they're moving away from Steve. I'm going to give you the first names of 3 well-known Looney Tunes and Merry Melody cartoon characters. Pick one and finish the name. Look at the screen. Do you know the names of these people over here? Peppy and Daffy and Tweety? Ellen?
Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck is right. Claudette?
Pepe Le Pew?
That's right. Steve?
Tweety Bird.
I'm going to accept it. Tweety Bird or Tweety Pie. Tweety Pie, remember him? All 3 of you get $20. Now let's go to signs of the zodiac. Astrological signs. Here are 3 signs of the zodiac. Pick A, B, or C and give me its astrological name. Take a look. Here are the 3 signs of the zodiac. Claudette. Take A, B, or C.
B is Taurus.
No, B is not Taurus. I'm sorry. Ellen?
C is Aquarius.
C is not Aquarius. Steve, here's a chance for you.
A, Pisces.
No, all 3 are wrong. A is Scorpio. Take a good look at it. B is Pisces. And C is Libra. The balance. And according to the zodiac and according to me, you get no score. All right, let's see if you can do better with movie directors. Directors of movies are getting as much publicity these days as the stars. So I want you to name the famous directors of these famous movies. Look at the screen. The 3 famous movies are Jaws, Star Wars, Apocalypse Now. Ellen?
Star Wars, George Lucas.
Correct. Claudette?
Jaws.
Steve, can you give me one?
Apocalypse, Francis Ford Coppola.
That's right. And the one that you didn't get, Jaws, was Steven Spielberg.
Oh.
So Steve and Ellen get $50 apiece, and we move on. With Ellen in the lead, Claudette is still second. Besides a field to play on, you'd need a bat, ball, and glove to play baseball. Well, what sports require the following items? Look at the screen. Which one requires a foil saber epee and a mallet, a ball, a horse, a net, racket, and shuttlecock? Ellen?
A mallet, a ball, and a horse you require for polo.
Yes, we do that every Sunday where I live, of course. Claudette?
Net, racket, and shuttlecock is badminton.
You've got it. And the last one, foil saber and epee? Steve, you've been foiled and sabered and epee. It's fencing. It's fencing. Ellen and Claudette take $50 each. Let's go to mythology. Camelot, with the Knights of the Round Table, is a legend we have all grown up with. However, this mythical paradise kingdom came to an end because of a tragic love triangle. Look at the screen and tell me who were the unfortunate lovers. There was the king and the queen and the knight. And who were they, Claudette?
The Queen and the Knight.
No, you give me their names. Who were they?
Queen
The king.
Guinevere.
That's right, Queen Guinevere. Steve?
Knight Lancelot.
That's right. And who was the king?
Macbeth.
No, King Arthur, the Knights of the Round Table. The easiest part of the whole question, Ellen. Steve and Claudette get $50 each. Macbeth and the Knights of the Round Table. That's not bad. Here are 3 types of aircraft which are classified as lighter than air or heavier than air. Aircraft. Pick one and tell me which one it is, lighter or heavier than air. Look at the screen. The Goodyear blimp, Sikorsky helicopter, and the Graf Zeppelin. Helen?
The Zeppelin is lighter.
The Zeppelin is lighter. Claudette?
The blimp is lighter.
That's right. And Steve?
The helicopter's heavier.
Of course. All 3 of you score on that one and get $20 each. Rudolf Nureyev and Mikhail Baryshnikov are both world-famous ballet dancers who defected from Russia. I'll give you 3 films that one or the other starred in. Pick one and tell me if it's Nureyev or Baryshnikov, who was the star. And there are the 3 movies, The Turning Point, White Nights, and Valentino. And Claudette, you're in first.
White Knights was Baryshnikov.
That's right. Ellen?
The Turning Point was Baryshnikov.
That's right. And Steve?
Valentino Nureyev.
You all 3 get you're on point, as we say in ballet. And you get $20 each. The famous Battle of the Alamo has been fought again and again in the movies and in literature. Here are facts about 3 participants in the Battle of the Alamo. Name them. Look at the screen. Famous for his knife, famous for his coonskin hat, the victorious Mexican general. Ellen?
Famous for his coonskin hat was Daniel
No, I'm sorry, it's not Daniel. Claudette?
His knife was Bowie.
That's right, Jim Bowie or Bowie. I'll accept that. Steve?
Coonskin cap was,
You know it. You both know it. It's Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett. And the victorious Mexican general was Santa Anna. And you can learn all about it when you go down into Texas and read all about it. So now take a look at the end of the second round. And we have Claudette in the lead with $430, Ellen with $380, Steve with $230. That'll mean something when we come back for the countdown round right after this. This is the countdown round, which determines who goes for the car. The questions are just as before, but with this little twist. Whenever you buzz in now, you can give me 1, 2, or all 3 answers to the question. This gives you a chance to come from behind. Every time you give me a correct answer, you count down 1. The first to 0 will win. Now, how many do you have to answer? Well, Claudette, you were in the lead. You only have to answer 4. Ellen, you were in second place. You only have to answer 5. Steve has to answer 6 to win the game. Of course, you keep the money you've already won. But now, this is the countdown round, and we're going to have this horse race. And Steve, let's see if you can go to the whip. The exploits of space exploration have become part of our TV newscasts. So let's talk a little astronomy. Here are 3 questions about our solar system. Answer them. Look at the screen. What is the smallest planet? What is the largest planet? What is the furthest planet from the sun? And Claudette, you're in first.
The furthest is Pluto.
Correct. Continue.
The largest is Jupiter.
You got another one. Go on.
And the smallest is Venus.
No. Ellen.
Smallest is Mercury.
You've got yourself a point. Claudette gets 2 points. Let's look at the score right now. Claudette needs 2. Ellen needs 4. Steve still needs 6. You could go out on this question, Claudette. At one time, the works of great poets were must reading in school. Let's see if you remember your school days. Here are titles of 3 very famous poems. Name the poet who wrote each one. Look at the screen. Sonnets from the Portuguese, Leaves of Grass, Ode to a Nightingale. Ellen is in first.
Ode to a Nightingale, Keats.
Correct. Continue.
Leaves of Grass,
I'm sorry, Steve, you're next.
sonnets from the Portuguese is,
And Claudette, here's a chance. They left it open for you.
That was Elizabeth Barrett.
Browning, right?
Browning.
Alex Elizabeth Barrett, you have 1 to go. Give me Leaves of Grass, and you're the champion.
Bliss Carman.
No, I'm sorry, you didn't get it in time. It's Walt Whitman. But Claudette, you only need 1 to win the game. Ellen needs 3. She could also go out on this question. Steve needs 6. We all know what the Iron Curtain is and what an ironing board is, but how about these 3 works that start with iron? Pick one and tell me what it describes. Take a look at it. There's the Iron Horse, the Iron Maiden, the Iron Monger. Ellen?
The Iron Maiden is Margaret Thatcher.
No. That's a sober. That's a little sobriquet for Margaret Thatcher, but actually, I'm looking for it's an item that it describes.
An item?
Yes, not a person. So I'll let you go again.
All right. The Ironmonger.
All right, now Steve.
Iron Horse is a train.
That's right. Continue.
Iron Maiden was a ship.
No, it was not a ship. And Claudette?
An ironmonger is a store.
It's a store that sells what?
That sells steel iron products, like a blacksmith.
No, it does not. It sells hardware. It's a specifically hardware store, and so I can't give you the score there. Ellen 3, Steve 5, Claudette 1. In the U.S., Canada, and Australia, we spend dollars. Now I'll give you 3 other countries. Pick one and tell me what they call their paper currency. Look at the screen. And it's Greece, India, and Mexico. You need 3, Ellen.
Mexico is, I've been there.
Yeah, I know you've been there. Claudette, you just need 1.
Mexico's a peso.
You've got yourself a championship. Greece was drachmas. India was rupees. And Claudette is our winner. But Claudette, you came so close when you said a store, but it's a specific store, and that would have been a hardware store.
Yes.
You came back and won anyhow, and we're delighted. We'll find out about how you feel in many languages in just a moment. But Steve, our congratulations. Look after that new baby. You're going with $230. Buys a little layette here and there. And Ellen, you go with $380. Don't hitchhike next time. Take a bus and see the country. All right, Claudette, come with me. We're going to see if the luck continues with our contestants, because the champions have been knocking off cars just like that. Let's see if she can get this beautiful car on today's program. Sandy White, tell Claudette about this new car she's going for.
Well, it is the elegant Pontiac 6000 STE, featuring a powerful 2.8-liter fuel-injected V6 engine, plus all the other power features that are standard on the Pontiac 6000 STE.
Well, you're a first-time winner, Claudette, and that means I have to explain this part to you. There are 5 screens, and behind one of them it says car, and behind the other there's cash. So you have your choice. Take any screen you want. The way people are going lately, you'll probably guess the right one again today. Whichever one you choose, that's the one you get.
Okay, how about 3?
Number 3 is the one she wants. Let's take a look and see what is behind screen number 3. The music plays, the screen turns around, and it says $1,000 in cash. That means with $1,000 to your winning, you're up to $1,430. You come back again on the next program, face 2 new contestants. If you win, there'll be only 4 screens to choose from on the next show for a 2-time winner. Good luck to you. We'll see you on our next program. And to all of you, incidentally, would you like to know where the car was? Turn around and show us where the car was. Laurie, right behind you, number 2. That's where it was today, right next to your choice. Bye-bye, everybody, from all of us on Split Second. We'll see you next time around.
Split Second is a Stephen Haydas Monty Hall production.